Have you ever wondered why your friend looks so good in that bright red lipstick, but you just don't like how it looks on you? Well, this phenomena is due to the fact that you aren't wearing a color that is in your spectrum, whether that is blue or yellow based. Today I'm going to take you through and uncover the mysteries of makeup colors and how to choose the best colors for you, whether you are blue based or yellow based. And I know that choosing makeup colors can seem difficult, but once this color system clicks, it's going to be a breeze. So this is part 7 in a 12-part series all about the blue base and yellow base color system. We're going through all the basics. I've been working with my grandma Renae, who is a color specialist and actually worked with the founder of the blue base yellow base color system himself, Bob Dorr, and he passed along all of his tools to my grandmother. So we're bringing this to a whole new generation, to a whole new era. Super excited to be sharing kind of our passion with you guys and helping you discover how to create color harmony in your life. We have an online course coming out soon, and our website has just been updated. We actually have color fans available for sale. We only have a few left in the world. They're very vintage. They're the original Undertone color fans that Bob Dorr consulted on. So they have a blue base side and a yellow base side. Go to our website, check out our color quiz to find out if you are blue or yellow based. That'll help you, especially with this topic, the makeup colors and what's gonna look better on you. So do that. You can pause this video, you can go take that quiz and come back so that what I talk about makes a little more sense. Or you can also just look at my other videos talking about how to figure out if your skin tone is blue or yellow based. So today we're talking makeup colors. So remember, you are automatically naturally drawn to the colors that are in your system, whether you are yellow based or blue based. So I guarantee you right now, if you went to your eyeshadow palettes, the colors that are used profusely are going to be the ones that are in your spectrum. And the ones you've never touched at all are probably in the opposite spectrum. This is just due to the fact that we are intuitive beings and we are attracted to things in our spectrum. You probably decorate your home in your spectrum and wear clothes in your spectrum and absolutely despise colors in the other spectrum. Or you're a lover of color and you really love all colors, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But if you really want to look your best and feel your best and just look put together, you're going to be wanting to wear colors that complement your natural skin tones and hair tones, etc. Another note I want to make here is that sometimes you will dress in a color that is not in your spectrum. Maybe a store clerk told you, like, this dress looks amazing on you, you should wear it to this black tie event, and you believed them and you also do really like the dress, but it's not actually your spectrum. Or maybe you have a hand-me-down from a cousin and you don't want to throw it away because it's beautiful, but it's not exactly in your spectrum. That's okay. Feel free to wear what you want, be what you want. But here's the thing. Here's a cardinal rule with wearing something that's not in your spectrum. Make sure your makeup is also not in your spectrum so it looks harmonious. You're gonna want your makeup colors to complement what you're wearing. So when purchasing makeup, it can actually be really tricky to figure out what is gonna look better on you or even what the color actually is, especially when the packaging on the outside doesn't match the actual color of the makeup on the inside. That has happened to me numerous times where I thought it was a pinky pink and it turns out to be a coral pink when I open the box, etc. So it's not a perfect system, just do your best. And sometimes you can try it on in the store, that's fantastic, and sometimes you can't. Some of the words that beauty brands use a lot are warm, cool, and neutral. So if a beauty brand is using a color, is saying a color is like warm ivory, you are going to know that that means that is a yellow-based color. So anything that is warm is more yellow. Sun, just think like the sun is yellow, yellow-based, right? And then if they say cool, that's blue-based. So think of like cool ice, it's more of like a blue color, right? And then if they use the word neutral, then it gets a little bit tricky because there actually isn't a neutral out there. There are things that are on the cusp of blue and yellow based, but there's no actual neutral color that is exactly both. So what you're gonna wanna do with the neutral is just use your best judgment. Just say, you know, does that look more pinky to me or more orangey to me? Another thing to take into account about neutrals is that it means different things depending on the type of makeup that you are wearing or choosing. So if you're choosing a color for your complexion, like a foundation or a concealer, and it says neutral, then you're gonna really have to take into account what the actual under hue is of that neutral shade, because it is more on the cusp, right? But you still need to take into account what the actual underlying tone is. Now, there are also neutral eyeshadow palettes, but that really just means colors that are more nude and more like sand colors, more like natural browns and things like that. They're usually called neutrals in the makeup world. But all of those browns and nude colors are either blue or yellow based. Let's talk about foundation first. So foundation and concealer sets the stage for the rest of your face. So this is a very crucial element to get right, especially because you know what I'm talking about. If someone has the wrong color tone on their face and it doesn't match their neck and they haven't brought it all the way down to their whole chest and everything, you can really tell the stark line between what is their skin and what is their makeup. And when we're wearing makeup, we don't necessarily want to look like we're wearing a ton of makeup, unless that's your jam. It's fine. But I'm just saying, for the most part, we just want our skin to look enhanced and look better, which is why we put foundation on, to kind of cover redness and make our complexion look a little more even. The only foundation that I know of that uses the blue base, yellow base color system is Oxygenetics, of course. My dad worked with Court Pearson to create 7 blue base and 7 yellow base shades. Hint, hint, we're actually coming out with 4 new shades, 2 lighter and 2 darker. I'm so excited. 2 more yellow base and 2 more blue base shades. We're gonna continue to expand our shade range, which I'm so excited about for the next couple years. So please stay tuned and watch out on the Oxygenetics social channels and the website. The yellow based shades in the Oxygenetics, or the warm shades in other products, right, the other brands, those are going to be the ones that have the peachy tones, the yellow, the golden hues. But then the blue based, or the cool undertone that other brands use that word, cool, those are going to be things that have like a rosy pink undertone, or like more of a red undertone, plum, burgundy for those darker shades, things like that. You can actually go to shadefinder.oxygenetics.com to be matched to your perfect concealer and foundation shade with Oxygenetics. But if you're testing Oxygenetics or another brand in person, like at Sephora or at a clinic, then you are going to want to test that shade from your jawline to your neck. So the reason why it's important to do your neck is because your face sees a lot more sun than your neck does, and your neck can be a really good indicator if a color is like too yellow for you or too pink for you. It's really, really easy to tell on your neck, but it's also important to see how it's going to blend into your skin on your face. So once you do that, you can put like a few colors, you know, that you think you might be next to each other, and whichever color seems to disappear on your skin, that is going to be the color for you. Remember, you really shouldn't see the foundation, which is one of the reasons why I love Oxygenetics foundation. It really is like a second skin. It doesn't even look like you have makeup on or feel like you have makeup on. Now let's talk about blush. So back in the day, ladies used to pinch their cheeks to get blush to make their cheeks a little more rosy. And what this did is it created the perfect blush, because the undertones in your skin and in your blood are actually the perfect colors for you, because it's naturally you, right? So nowadays though, to figure out the right blush color for you, it's a good idea to look at the reds that you have in your face and also take into account if you're blue or yellow based. Blue based tones are like your purples, your magentas, your pinks, your hot pinks, things like that. And then if you're yellow based, you're gonna wanna choose more of a peachy toned coral, or like fire engine red if you wanna go darker, right? Anything like that in the more warm spectrum. Now for the fun part, let's talk about eyeshadow. So most eyeshadow palettes are mixed spectrum. They do this on purpose so that no matter who you are, you can buy that palette and find colors that you like, that look good on you. Some of my favorite palettes that I have are super mixed. The cool thing about nowadays too is that you can actually buy singular eyeshadows. So you don't have to buy palettes and waste so much product. You can actually buy singular shadows from some brands. I'm not going to go through all the colors that there are because there's just way too many for this video, but I will link above here a video that I did not too long ago about blue-based versus yellow-based colors, so you can see the difference between like blue-based and yellow-based reds, oranges, yellows. I went through the whole rainbow, and that will kind of help you decide which like shadows in your palette are blue and yellow-based. I'm going to show one of my palettes here on the screen. You can pause the video and really kind of take a look at what I'm talking about here. Wearing the right lip color can make you look young and vibrant and fun, but wearing the wrong lip color can make your teeth look yellow and can wash you out. So the reds and the pinks to choose if you are blue-based are gonna be rosy pink, magenta, hot pink, burgundy red. But if you're yellow-based, you wanna choose fire engine reds, peaches, golden, orange reds, things like that. And actually the best way to choose the lip color for you is to look at the color under your lip. So kind of flip your lip like this and look right there. And if you can find a color that's that exact color, then you're gonna look your ultimate best. It's really nice to have a color fan with you when making these decisions, especially as you're learning the blue-based, yellow-based color system. So if you are a super color nerd like me and my grandma, we have a special treat for you. We actually have some color fans on sale that have the blue-based and the yellow-based colors. So we have them on our website. You can go to www.beautyandsoul.com and you can go to the shop, and it has the big fans that have the blue and yellow-based colors, and it also has a mini fan that you can bring like in your purse when you go shopping, and it has hair color, eye color, and just color examples on both spectrums. I hope you learned something today about makeup colors. Please let me know if you have any questions and what the biggest takeaway was for you in this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you.